Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Andy VFR here, how you doing? Well, bit of a sad day today because it's our last day travelling through Belgium back to the UK. You do join me here at this glorious morning. Chilly, it's 12 degrees at the moment, but I think it's going to be a bit of a hot one later. So, but do you know what? We've been really lucky with the weather here in Belgium and Wallonia. Yeah, we've been very lucky with the weather so far, so can't complain. Talking to Russ last night, you know, he couldn't believe it. They'd been out here a few times, and this is probably the best weather they've had in their few years of doing this. So could be completely different. Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think you just make the most of it. Of whatever you've got. So well, I hope you've enjoyed this little series of this little trip to Belgium. I've quite enjoyed making it, to be honest, and I'm glad I did, apart from the glitch of the camera on day 2 when I couldn't blithering thing decided it wasn't going to work, even though I knew it was fully charged. That was when we went to Luxembourg. So all in all, it's been an amazing trip. We were sitting around last night having just a quick beer or two, and it was only just a quick beer or two because we had to get off early this morning, so wanted to be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, as they say. So yeah, we were sitting around and discussing the trip and giving the Kraken team a bit of feedback. And also for them to give us feedback, you know, on how we performed as a group and what have you. And by their own admittance, they said that you know, you never know what kind of people you're going to get on these trips, whether they're all going to get on or what have you. And on the whole, I think we all have. So yeah, so it's been an enjoyable 5 days really, this being day 5. But yeah, it's been a good trip, and I'm glad I did it, and I really would be very reluctant to find anything really negative about this trip. Nothing of any real consequence anyway, so you know, there was a few minor little niggles, but there was nothing that spoilt the trip whatsoever. Most of those niggles were for me personally, on a personal level, health issues, but that's my bag. That's, you know, that's anyway. So what we're doing today, so to say, this is basically we're just making our way back to Coquille to pick up Le Chateau to take us back to the UK. But we don't have to be there until 4 o'clock, I think. The train leaves at 5:20, I think, so we've got to be there at least an hour before. So I think we're aiming to get there for about 4 o'clock, which is perfectly doable. We set off at just after 8 this morning, so we have got a little bit of a stop off en route. We're going to an automobile museum. That's where we're aiming for the first stop off. And we'll probably spend about an hour and a bit there. It sounds quite interesting but different. You know, interesting but in a different way, or different in an interesting way, depending on which way you look at it. But yeah, I'll elaborate more when we get there, or what have you. So yeah, and then I think they're from there, from that museum. It's about just over an hour to Cockhill. So, but again, a bit like day one, it's all about getting to and from. To and from the station. So yeah, we have got a time limit, so we've got to get it done. So yeah, what was the highlight of the trip? Well, it's difficult to pinpoint one particular highlight, really. There's been so many, so. I suppose the fun highlight, I suppose, would be the Chimay circuit, and me wringing the neck out of Kramer, poor Kramer. But he was thinking what bloody hit him. But yeah, that was that's the fun highlight for me personally. I say the whole trip has been one big highlight to me, but some of the roads we've ridden on it was absolutely amazing, and I would thoroughly recommend the next time you want to go somewhere north of France, you want to do something a bit different, come to Belgium. Especially Wallonia, so where we were. So you need to put that on a list of things to do while you're in Northern Europe, because you know it is an amazing place. Admittedly, this is not quite so interesting, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about we need to get somewhere. Right, we've now come off the motorway at last. Mind you, it's a great way of covering a bit of mileage. The road surface is a bit better on the motorway than it is here. Hey ho. We've just been rejoined again by Jay and Graham. Graham being an avid Harley Davidson fan. Apparently there was a Harley Davidson shop just outside Namur, and where he wanted to get a t-shirt. There was a specific t-shirt he wanted to get. Anyway, so him and Jay went off just in front of us, and they picked us up on this route now to the museum. I tell you, some of the Belgian roads around here, some of them, when you get off the main roads, because they're nearly all bloody concrete, they're bloody awful. I'm sure that's what probably aggravated my back, but anyway. Richard's listening to this and he goes, "Oh, you should get yourself a GS." Oh, I'm beginning to think it could be right. Because although Kramer's suspension is better than the Cross Runner, it certainly is not a magic carpet ride. Got Kramer for now, and I say I'm pretty pleased with the way he's performed so far. So even when I scared the living doodah out of him taking going up, taking him on the Chimay circuit. Not the sort of thing you want to see. You want to be treating your sports adventure bike or adventure sports bike. Anyway, so when you do get up close and personal to these wind turbines, they are amazing structures. And they are flipping huge, massive, one would say. But anyway, but yeah. So you know, I wouldn't necessarily call them a blot on the landscape. I suppose they probably help to power all these factories and what have you that are in this area. So not such a burden on the prison there. Look. Turning left. Oh, this is it here. We're here at the Musée del Lotto. We're going round here, up by the railway line. I'll tell you what, if you didn't know this museum was here, you wouldn't know it was here. Been tucked away behind all this lot. Musée del Lotto.
After 350 meters, turn right onto Avenue de la Libération and then turn left.
But welcome back. That was a nice little stop off at the Musée d'Automobile. Basically an automobile museum. And it's just off the, I can't remember what this road name is, but it's just off, yeah, I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, yeah, very interesting. It's a private collection. There's another two apparently around. It's actually called May Moblies, and it's spelled M-A-H-Y, Moblies. May Moblies. And it's one of those places, if you didn't know where it was, you wouldn't know where it was, if you know what I mean. And that doesn't make sense, but it's stuck behind a old disused industrial estate along the railway line. Follows the line of the railway line. So very interesting. It's a private collection. There's 3 other museums owned by the same family. It's been in the same family since 1936. It was one of the grandsons that gave us a little introduction to it. Gave us a sort of very quick rundown of the history. But yeah, it is worth a visit. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay. Well, we had the best part of an hour there. It's between Mons and Tournai. But yeah, we had best part of an hour there. Well, just over an hour. There is a little sort of there is a shop there where you can buy bits and pieces. There's also, I suppose you call it a cafe. It sells soft drinks and alcohol and sweets, but it doesn't, have anything more than that really. But yeah, as I say, you could do with spending at least probably a couple of hours there, if not a bit longer if you needed to. There's all sorts of different makes and models of cars that you wouldn't normally see. So yeah, no, it is worth a visit. What I'll do is I'll put a link to their website below. So again, if you're ever in this area between Tournai and Mons, it is worth a visit, it really is. So yeah, so now we're going to crack on to the Eurotunnel. So we need to be there for about 4 o'clock at the very latest, so I think we're going to try and get there a little bit earlier, so if we want to eat anything, then there is something there where we can get a bit of food if we need to. And then it's literally half an hour on the train back to Angleterre. So yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of filming on this last leg because I say it's nearly all roads like this. I think now we're not doing anything more interesting than this. I mean, it's lorry central around here, I tell you, it's but quite a lot of these routes, they either join up with main motorways that either go north through Holland and into Germany and beyond, or south through France.
800 meters, keep right to join the motorway.
Now I think, yeah, we're getting onto more of a main motorway in a minute, so Susan's telling me. we're now on the E42 now, so I think we actually came. I remember this sort of like chicane thing here. I think we're actually on the motorway that we came in on. There you go. So sign off for a bit. You don't want to watch me riding on a motorway. So I'll come back to you when we get to either when we get nearer to Cockhill or when we actually get there, when we're actually at the terminal. So speak to you in a bit. So yeah, we're not far away now from the tunnel now. Ooh. So we're just on the last bit of motorway now. So I thought, well, I better do a proper sign off. Give me my thoughts of the trip. So firstly, I want to thank Russ, Mark, Jay, the Kraken boys for an absolute amazing trip. Thank you so much for making my first organised trip. Somebody else who's done the organising. So enjoyable, and I look forward to hopefully doing more with you. Probably go, oh god, we don't want him on our bloody tours again. But no, seriously, they've been amazing guys. I feel as though I've known them all my bloody life, to be honest. But yeah, so thank you, a big, huge thank you guys. Secondly, I want to thank the other guys, the rest of Team Kraken. So that's Rob, Chris, Dave, Jed, Graham, for being such great company over the last 4 or 5 days. It's been an absolute pleasure knowing you, and I seriously do believe that we may keep in contact. May not personally, but certainly on the WhatsApp group. So yeah, to you guys, thank you very much. So yeah, but if you're ever, contemplating going somewhere different on a tour, which isn't necessarily France or Germany, try Belgium and Luxembourg. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So yeah, it was certainly an eye-opener to me. Like many bikers, I've used it to as a bit of a passing point really in the past. So, oh, this is interesting. I've not been on here before. So yeah, so next time, if you say you're planning a trip to Holland or to Germany or even northern France, dip into Belgium and specifically Wallonia. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. So anyway, we're coming up to the check-in now. We've arrived at Le Shuttle, or Eurotunnel. I don't know. I think they called this end the Eurotunnel, but I think we're just all going to gather here, I think. So here we are, check-in desk at last. Well, not at last really. I wish we were staying a bit longer, but hey ho, I'll just have to come back. We're just waiting for Russ, Graham and Chris now, I think. Yeah, we are. Everybody else is here at the moment, so yes, so no, it's been an amazing trip. And so the Kraken team, we're all Team Kraken, we've all got t-shirts on. Well, we haven't got them on today, but we've all got t-shirts. Yeah, I think that we're gonna, me personally, I think I will probably come back again to Belgium anyway. And I think I will probably do another Kraken tour. That's what the Kraken guys go, oh God, we don't want him on our bloody tour again. He's a liability. Anyway, so yeah, so I thought, well, the weather's been absolutely amazing. Couldn't have wished for better weather. So it could have been so different if it had been absolutely terrible. So yeah, so thank the weather gods for giving us such nice weather. Oh, Dave's handing out the sweeties. Thank you, Dave. Cheers, mate. Wonder if I can put this in my bush without removing my helmet. I don't know if you can hear us, but it's a bit blowy out here today. Oh shit. Trying to. That's it, I've got it. Silly bugger. And this is a big roundabout here, so if I miss the junction I could go back and get the services. Anyway, I think I'm going to sign off now. I don't know where the other 3 or 4 are. I seem to be taking far too long. So thank you very much for watching this little series of Kraken Belgium. You know what I'm going to say now, don't you? If you've liked any of these episodes, or all of them, then make sure you click that like button. If you like what you've seen so far, and you want to see more footage of things, of riding, so I don't always just do bike riding, it's some of it's also our adventures in kit. For those of you who watch my channel know who Kit is. She's our trusty T5 camper van. So yeah, so you need to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch any biking content or camper van stuff. And I suppose most importantly, once you've subscribed, you need to click the old notifications so you get a heads up of any future stuff that ends up on the channel. They really are lost, I think. Don't know where they are. But hey ho. So again, thank you very much for watching. This has been Andy VFR on Bimble's Trips and Tours. Oh, here they come before I finish. So there's Russ. Hello. There's Graham and there's Chris. So yeah, where was I? I bid you a very, very fond cheery bye, and we'll catch up with you later on. TCFN.